starring Tyrae, Oscar, and Eduardo. Today, I will be teaching you absolute value for all these dummies that don't understand it. The definition of absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line. I will show you an example on the whiteboard. Our example is 3. Now this may look like 131, but these bars make it positive. And even if I change it to negative, it still stays the same because the definition is the distance from 0. And the right is positive, the left is negative. And it stays the same because it's the distance from 0. So if I move 3 times, if I get to 0, then that's my answer. 1, 2, 3. So this equals positive 3. Now the only way your answer can end up negative is if you have a negative sign on the outside of the absolute value bars. Okay, I will be teaching you about exponent rules. Now this is a pretty difficult standard, so I understand it's kind of hard for you. The definition of exponent rules is when you use exponents in different ways or different operations such as multiplication and division. Now I will show you an example, kids, so that you guys can have a better understanding. There's my marker. Let's see, for multiplication in the book, it says 5 cubed times 5 squared. And for when you multiply, you always, if they have the same base, you can always add them. And for this one, that would equal 5 to the square. Now if it doesn't have this answer option, then another way to write it is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And then after you do that, 5 times 5 is 25. Then 25 times 5 is 125. And then you just keep on going. I will show you another example. This time it will be a different operation. I will show you division. Now in the book it says 6 squared over 6 to the 6 cubed over 6 to the square. Now this time you could actually expand this, and since the base is 6, that's how many times it's going to be multiplied. That would be 6 times 6 times 6. And then 6 squared means 6 times 6. Now, I just put it for multiplication, but you really don't have to do that. All you have to do is cancel out. Here's 1 6, there's another, and then this one cancels out. Now they leave you with 1 6, but then you just put a 6 to the 1, and that's your answer. I will be teaching you about two-step equations. Now, according to the book, the definition is you should isolate the variable by canceling out the number and then solving for x. Today, I have a special guest here named Oscar. Oscar, can you show us two-step equations on the board?
I don't know how to.
Are you stupid?
Maybe.
Get out of here!
Forget you!
They never listen. Now, as I was saying, the following equation is 2x plus 6 equals 10. And then the definition says isolate the variable. So our first step is minus 6 minus 6. This cancels out. This is 4. 2x plus 4. 2x equals 4. And I had to, since this is multiplication, I had to divide by doing the opposite, and that's how you isolate. That's 2. Divide by 2, that cancels out, divide by 2, and then it's x equals 2. And to make sure it works, I had to plug it in. 2 multiplied by 2 plus 6 equals 10. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 equals 10.
We're not even
Call me stupid one more time.
Even though I suffer from that horrible remembering from my student, he knocked me out and I was out for half an hour, I will still teach you another standard. And this time it will be according to the book, mean, median, mode, and range. The definitions are, the mean is when you add up all the numbers in your set and then you divide it by how many you have. The median is when you order from least to greatest, and whatever's in the middle is your median. And if you have 2, you will add them together and divide by 2 to find it. The mode is the number that occurs the most. The range is the difference between least and greatest. I'll show you an example on the board. Looks like a chocolate brownie. Today I will be teaching you about square root. Now, according to the book, the definition is the square root of a number n is a number that you square to get your product. I'll show you an example on the board. 13 square. This is our base, this is our exponent, those are your vocabulary words. 13 is the one getting multiplied, and this is how many times it's getting multiplied. So that means since it's squared, I have to go 13 times 13, and then that'll give me 169.
You're not supposed to do that?
Yeah, but you weren't here.
2 times in a row.
Teacher drew in! In memory of Oscar because he got knocked out.